이 과세는 저희가 소득이 있는 곳에
Given the principle of taxation equity, it's only natural to tax where there is income. This is something decided at the National Assembly after in-depth deliberation, and only then will it go ahead without any changes. There are a lot of global discussions about virtual assets, and it's the same in South Korea, especially regarding some illegal transactions in the space, such as hacking and money laundering. The lack of transaction transparency is one concern as well. That's why, starting a year and a half ago, the government focused on how to address the illegal aspects of virtual assets and increase transparency, and revised the existing Finance Information Act. So, virtual asset exchanges are required to make efforts to prevent illegal activities, to counter money laundering, and to increase transparency in transactions, starting from September. As you know, price volatility in virtual assets is significant, and there are higher risk assets to invest in. And such big volatility and risks are something individual investors have to bear. For the government, the focus is on countering the illegality and money laundering and increasing transparency.
Countries like El Salvador are accepting Bitcoin as a legal tender. How do you think cryptocurrencies, or virtual assets, as you want to call it, will exist with central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, like the one that Bank of Korea in South Korea is piloting later this year?
네, 제가 다시 한번 말씀드린 것처럼 우리 앵커께서 크립토커런시라고 말씀을 주셨는데요.
As you called cryptocurrencies, South Korea's Bitcoin price went all the way up to $70,000, $80,000 last time, and now it's around $40,000. The volatility is so big that I worry about whether they can act as currencies. But I think it's natural for them to have economic transaction values as virtual assets. We still need to wait and see to decide whether they can play the role of currency. To reduce such volatility and address the need for digital currencies, there are discussions about CBDCs, including at the G20. The Bank of Korea has been reviewing CBDCs for 2 years now. I believe it's the CBDCs that can act as cryptocurrencies if they are implemented in the real economy in Korea as well as other countries.